and just meditate upon the fact one more day is granted to me. This particular day is completely first time in my life. If you could just sit quietly and meditate upon all the blessings that have come into your life from the beginning till this moment, you will be filled, your cup will be filled with gratitude. And the moment your cup is filled with gratitude, you will see that your entire body vibrates differently, your mind vibrates differently. You become so calm and quiet to begin your day and face the challenges of the day. You can't stop, none can stop the external activities that are going on, which at times are against our wishes and desires and expectations. But yes, if we can manage to have our inner, that's the reason in the students from all over the world, you find they are so frustrated, at times directionless, because they thought possibly a big package of money would bring all the happiness in their life. But they find ultimately it's not so true. It's not so true. They have definitely tried all their best, but they are unhappy because they have not been rooted to their existential beingness, I'll say. So the whole concept does. Let them be a total good human being. In this world today, we have lack of good human beings. Humans connected to their beings. Humans connect to their existence. Humans connected to their self, humans connected to their own loving natural self. Once they can do that, I'm sure they will be able to withstand any challenges of their day-to-day life. Not that every time everyone whatever plans or expects happens, things just go the opposite way. At that time, how do you continue to have your emotional resilience? It's all a practice. Human has to practice everything to learn and make that as their second nature. We have to incorporate these practices every day into a life where our heart is filled with gratitude, where our mind is calmer, where our body is given exercises every day to keep it fit, to serve the purpose for which we are born into this world, so that we don't suffer with regrets. I remember the words of the great Tibetan master like Milarepa. He was asked when he was passing over, when he was dying at an old age, his students all gathered around him and said, "Sir, what's your parting message to the world?" And you know that beautiful word he said, "I lived my life without regrets. And now I am dying without regrets." How many of us, having gone through the portals of the universities and colleges, how many of us with all the knowledge of the world in our head, how many of us in our day-to-day life can go to the bed, allow our head to hit the pillow and ask ourselves deeply, do I have any regrets? You'll find your mind will say yes. How many people can die without regrets? Because life lived well can always lead to that particular point of time where gradually you'll find that your complaints are going away, the obstacles are moving away, and where there are no more complaints and no more obstacles, one thing happens, and that one thing is a state of awareness that all is well in this world. That if we see the mind is nothing but like a screen where so many things are happening, but you are the observer, you are the witness, you are not identified with it anymore. The lesser identification happens, gradually you move to your own inner self. That's where this spirituality is founded. Once we start practicing every day minutes of pure silence, sitting quietly and trying to observe the activities of our mind as if I am a witness from outside. I am seeing it. I am not my mind, I am not my body, I am not the things that are happening around which is bothering me down, but I am that witness which is untouched, unscathed inside of me. These suggestions, again and again over a period of time will bring that quietude in our mind and create that silence inside of us that will give us a true state of wellness. And that's what we are seeking. Not to live a life with regrets, but to live life without any regrets. May that be our goal of life. Let your day start and let your day end with a state of mindful awareness of who is the true doer of all the doings that you are so obsessed to do every day. Because ultimately all the greatest of the wisdom that has come to us is that it says doership is false. Non-doership is the reality. So at the end of any education for that matter, until unless we can manifest that perfection of that knowledge that is already there, where no more identification with the doings of successes and failures, but we are identified with that state of non-doingness, where we are an instrument, a conduit, and we are just available to the universe to flow through us. And such an humility, such a compassion, such a love would be such a blessing for the whole world.